Hello, everybody. Welcome back to a stream. I am in pain. And what I'm going to try to do, scrimmage, I don't know how long we'll go for. I'm tired, probably because I didn't sleep super well last night. Because pain. Oh. I know people are going to be like, hey, that hurts that much. You should probably see a doctor. And I would respond, I did earlier today. And they tested for, because it's way worse than yesterday. They tested for like UTI and hernia, and UTI tests came back negative, and the doctor didn't seem to think there was any hernia itch going on. And then she hypothesized it could have just been that like the harnesses could have kind of fricked me up last week. And then when I did my leg lifts, like the first exercise back, maybe it like worsened it a little bit. And then yesterday I did deadlifts. I didn't think it was that, and they weren't heavy, and I didn't think it was that big of a deal. It didn't really hurt in the moment, but maybe that kind of exacerbated a little bit more. So I was told, try just not exercising for a week and see if it gets better. And if it doesn't, then go back to the doctor. So I'm going to be big fat man in a week. It's going to be like the longest without exercising in ages. Hey, so anyway, since we last streamed, we have Sweet Sunrise with 56 months. There's a game out called Car Dealer Simulator. Seems kind of popular with creators. Different car for sale sim that you played a couple of years ago. Thought I'd mention because it looks fun. Hope your tummy's improving. And that was sent 8 hours ago. Unfortunately, my tummy is worse. Very sad. Lethal Venom LV, thank you for the sub. S. Bogsy with 2 years. Happy anniversary. Deli Man, thank you for the sub gift. Or no, just thank you for the sub. We have a hype train going on. That's like such a quick hype train. Twitch usually takes absolutely forever to initiate a hype train, and all of a sudden this time it's just like, oh, we'll give it to you when not too much happened. Nyapton, they give the 43 months. Sorry you have a sore tummy. Hope you feel better soon. Also had a real bad one a couple weeks ago. They suck. I hope it wasn't a multi-day one. I woke up in the middle of the night, and it graduated from like, up until now, it had kind of just been like some general ab, like soreness. And then it graduated to full-on stinginess. And, then Kara was like, that sounds UTI related. You should get that checked out. And so I was like, I guess that tracks. I will do. And then I don't have a UTI. So, yeah. We got our Fire Beast. Thank you for the sub. And then Gozer with 22 months. I'll do my best to feel better. And Nyapton, 1,000 bits. Absolutely Omega Huge. Pretty swick. Deli Man, thank you for the 5 sub gifts. That's a very generous thing for you and stuff like that. And alrighty. Anyone trying to diagnose me in the Twitch chat is most likely incredibly wrong. AceBot, thank you for 37 months. Very much appreciated. Pretty swick. M-Pro, thank you for the 5 sub-gift-rinos. And that's pretty epically cool. I have to do a multi-day stomachache. Man, that's big poo, dude. Big poo. Yeah, anyway, well, it does, like, each day that I have done a workout since I did the track driving, it has corresponded to a worsening of my stomach. So, like, it makes sense. And I'm hoping it. Like, that would be the most reassuring, straightforward explanation is, like, just I tore my abs or something like that. And that's that. Get a second doctor. Yeah. You Twitch chat disagrees. I clearly have cancer and I need another doctor to reaffirm the Twitch chat explanation rather than just giving it, a week. And then if it's still not better, are you worried I will be dead within the next week if I don't get a second opinion tomorrow? I'll tell you what, you can say I told you so if I die in the next week because I didn't consult a second doctor right after the first one. So a great big I told you so. Or if I keel over on stream, that too. um Anyway, we're going to do a parkour map today because if I can't exercise in real life, I best exercise in the video game, Wowie, level 4 hype training is very cool. Yeah, I feel like I'm more likely to die in the next week of not exercising. It's going to be freaking crazy not doing that. This all started when you found the melon juice. God, you're so right. The melon juice is actually battery acid, and it's eating away at my stomach lining, dissolving my intestines slowly but surely. Must be it. Anyway, we shall see. No, Ocean Block. We'll see if it's if Xena's up for it tomorrow. So, yeah. Indeed. Maybe that will be when it happens. And yeah. After the stream though, I may go like lay down for a bit, which feels really unproductive. It's funny when you say, have you thought about making a health pot? Because I had to film a thing earlier today while in big pain for a sponsored post, and it did involve a health potion in a way. So yeah, pretty cool, pretty epic. I just wanna maybe be like okay by tomorrow to go out to dinner or something like that. That would be pretty great. Hey, Chief 7, thank you for the 3 months. Very much appreciated and cool and awesome and stuff like that. Pretty swick. All right, well, we hype trained it up. That was like such a quick onset hype train. Wow, I got a reward of no comments emote. I'm going to share this with the chat. Choo choo. There we go. Now you guys can see what happened. Alrighty. Boozeberry Muffin, thank you for, wow, a tier 3 Subarino. That's pretty swick. Pretty swick. I have no idea about myoglobin. They just said no UTIs. It was an in-house test. They didn't ship it off to a lab. So if that's a thing that requires a lab test, then I dunno. The answer there. You're a myoglobin? We can all be a myoglobin. That's cool. Rewatching mine, I can't believe it was 10 years ago. Yeah, that is pretty freaking crazy, you know? All right. Well, should we do the video gaming? I think perhaps we should do the video gaming. That would be you're a globin, are a globin, my a globin, who's a globin? You're a globin. We're all a globin. How awesome and cool. Starleia, thank you for the 16 months. Very much appreciated. Very cool. And, myoglobin is for something called rhabdomyolysis. When your muscles are damaged, it freaks up your kidneys and exertion worsens it. And you have to drink a lot of water or get a large bolus of IV fluids. Well, I'll drink a lot of water anyway. I'm okay. If that's your treatment and it's drink a lot of water, then that can't really hurt. So I feel like that's a prescription I can do. Let's see. Hose B Tiger with 26 months. Very swick. Any drives lately? Yes. On Sunday, I went for a drive with my dad, a little Father's Day drive. And then I got stuck. And it took me an hour to get home. And it was unfortunate. Ugh. You're in the hospital with liver and kidney damage because your muscles started to decompose. Wow. Okay. How do I make my muscles not decompose when I can't work out for a week? All right, let's do it. It'll be awesome. Cool. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Helki map called Dimension Parkour. Well, the dimensions are all in one dimension, but it's like different dimensions brought into this dimension. We also played Parkour Volcano recently. Isn't that so topical? We should get going with things. The time has started. We begin in the overworld. I assume it's going to